Well, hello again, everyone. This is Bob Mannery, and you're listening to Tom and Mike, AM in the PM, only on A2D Radio. Tom and Mike, these guys are fucking awesome. But their side piece, Greg, that guy is a goddamn problem.
Welcome, Tom.
Mike.
AM.
In the PM.
A2DRadio.com. Lift the other puppy up. Get her up. We're good. Live from the BMW of Atlantic City Studios. BMW of Atlantic City. We're off exit 17 of the Parkway. Find them online. BMW of Atlantic City.com. Every Wednesday night, we're brought to you by our certified public accountant. Make them yours. Find them on the web. GibsonMayor.com. Tom Arnone. Michael Mataraki, Rob Povey on the ones and twos. We were, driving over here. We found the guy trying to get 5 hours by 95, wearing all Eagles gear. We said, we'll pick him the hell up. For the fan, by the fan. Welcome, the legendary. Sometimes we got to tag him in the Real Talk group to see where he is.
Bring him back into the fold.
Bring him back in. The good luck charm himself, Mr. Zeke. What's up, brother?
What's up, Doug Zeke in the house.
We got to get you up. It's your first time.
I'm here.
We can get you up.
Go. You got me?
We got you.
You got the freak?
We got the freak. We'll talk position by position battles. Who wins each? We'll go through that throughout the course of the show. Most experts obviously are saying Rob Gronkowski is going to play. He's saying he's going to play. We'll talk about that a little bit. Defensively, what we need to do with Brady. But our poll question brought to you by Scanzano Sports. Find them on the web, scanzanosports.com. Which is most likely to occur during Super Bowl 52? Foles throws 3 TDs. Brady's 3 TDs, Foles 3 picks, Brady 3 picks. Let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. HUD Radio is where you can find us. And we're going to debate, go back and forth a little bit. Foles, Brady tonight is part of our position battles. And I'll give you who wins, because I'll give you who wins for 14 days, because I'm going to flat out eat it up. I'm going to eat it up, chill it up, because you don't get this opportunity that much. So I'm going to soak every moment of it in, and we're going to get to all your questions. If you got concerns, your excitement, people are already chiming in,
I got
too.
predictions rolling in already.
I love it. Bring it in. Frank Vespi says, hope Foles throws 3 TDs. Shaquan Gitters, what up, Shaquan? Eagles all day. Bobby Hartman, yo, fellas. Bobby, Zeke's right here, Bob. Now you know him. Gina Rambo, hello there, fellas. Hey, Gina.
Hey, Gina.
The man we were just talking about, Mr. James Wilder himself. Let's go. Greg Mwakvik, not here tonight.
2-1, James.
In Memphis. Keep my seat warm, Zeke, man. Of course you're in the studio. When I'm not there, poll question, Brady with 3 TDs. Think Nicky throws 2, not 3. Kick-ass, boys.
I'm going to hold it down.
Hold it down. Hold it down.
You're going to hold something.
And Ralphie D, what's up, boys?
I can't hold my phone.
Fly, Eagles, fly. So, I mean, people are already flying in, but right to the poll question. What's more likely to happen?
That guy was in here in a Michigan State shirt again tonight.
Well, listen, he brought it up. He DM'd me, and he said something about it, and I said, listen, man, just because you like the university doesn't mean you represent any of the bullshit, Daddy. So wear as much as you want and tell everybody to kiss your ass, because you're not representing that nonsense. You just like the university. You don't like some administration, some coaches, some trainers.
You
know what,
obviously.
though?
The people with Penn State, absolutely.
We can let that fly this week, though, because it's a little-known fact that Nick Foles started his college career at Michigan State.
Oh, full circle.
There we
Not
go.
the kind of full circle you want, but to the poll, boys. What's more likely to happen?
I'm going Nicky 6 with 3. I think the Patriots only get 3 touchdowns, and I don't think 3 of them are all 3 are passing. So I'm going Nicky 6 with 3 TDs.
I agree.
You go Nicky with 3 too?
Nicky could light it up. I mean, it's inside. You know, the weather's not a factor, and you know he's hot right now. He's hot.
You're getting me hot, Zeke. I'm thinking I up the poll. Can we go for it? Can we say who throws for it? Nicky. No, I think
definitely.
You're right.
There's going to be a lot of kumbaya in here tonight, isn't there? Everybody's fired up and happy and in
I'm
agreement.
no Greg, you know, so.
You're not that side piece. Bob Harmon says, "What's up, Zeke? Glad to see you could join us for the second week in a row." Side piece.
Oh, you will get
I'm
shots
on a
tonight,
streak.
Zeke.
Oh yeah, I'm expecting it.
Well, Zeke, I mean, Harmon said side piece.
Bottom line, stay out of the box.
Some love.
That's all I'm going to
some
say.
shots.
Stay out of the box.
That's what's going to
I
happen.
feel a little
tonight.
like T.O. maybe, you know.
Nah, don't be T.O. No push-ups. We don't need all that. It's a big week. No, I think this football team's handled this week so far from what I've seen really well.
Yeah, I agree.
And obviously the Patriots have an advantage when you're going to talk about guys who have been there. They were just there. So, the whole roster's been there. So they had that advantage. But sometimes that can be an overconfident thing, too, when you're going back to playing another one. You just won one.
This is the part that kills me is how many times they've been there, all the experience. Like seriously, I think it's a big factor. And that's a part that, might keep me awake a little bit at night right now.
Well, it should. I mean, everything about the GOAT should keep you awake, should keep all of us awake. But it's just that feel that we're going to be on Broad on Wednesday. Wilson chiming in, gray beard, and he goes, "Let's go."
Yep.
The gray beard lives.
The gray beard lives.
And we hope the gray beard lives until after Wednesday in the parade. I really do. But, no, I think Nick can have a good game.
The tattoo design is
Keep it-
done. It's under wraps, but it's done.
Just keep rolling with the gray beard. We'll roll right into the Flyers. Are going to make the playoffs. And who knows where it'll end?
And it might never end. Trust the process, trust the beard. And next thing you know, we're in the NBA Finals too.
It.
So I just think the conditions are so conducive. Obviously, it's conducive to Brady, but Brady can sling it and everything. But I just feel like Nick inside the dome helps Nick more. I think it helps our offense a little bit more. And for our defensive side, too, I think it makes our defense quicker. It makes our wideouts quicker, which is an issue. But it makes our front quicker, which I like, to be able to go get Brady, because that's how you got to win this football game. It's go get him. I think Brady could – I think you get Brady on a day where he's 2-2, where he throws 2 TDs, 2 picks in that area. And I think Nick could throw 3-1. I mean, that's sort of where I have Nick at in this game. 2-0, 2 TDs, no picks, or he goes a 3-1 ratio, something like that. But I think the first to 21, to me, wins this football.
I like
game.
everything we can do.
I had that feeling. I don't think it's a shootout.
No, I don't.
I think the first one to 21 wins this game.
I don't think it's a shootout. See, for me, I actually have the Pats, and I'm still.
I don't think they can shoot out with us. I'll be honest.
He can shoot out. He can shoot out with anybody, though.
I guess
I
I
don't think they can.
have to shoot out with Zeke for airtime on my own show now, but that's all right. No, what I was saying was, I got the Pats still kind of firm at 21. So I think for the Birds to win, I think they basically have to break 21. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, personally, I'm still leaning towards that 27 to 30 range for the Birds. But I want to go back to the point that you made earlier about how they're handling this week, because I think that the key to this whole thing is the 2 guys that have been the leaders on this team for the majority of the season, Malcolm Jenkins and Chris Long, are 2 of the guys on this team that have been there before and done it. So it's not like you have the guys who have been sort of leaders all season who now have to take a step back to the back seat and let somebody else step up because, they've already been to a Super Bowl. It's the guys that have been in the driver's seat all year are the same guys that are steering the ship this week.
And it matters. You have,
and it
I think
absolutely
there's
matters.
6 of them. I know Corey Graham, a guy who won one in Baltimore. Torrey Smith, another guy who won one in Baltimore. That's 2 Joe Douglas signings in-house. LeGarrette won one last year. Obviously, Chris Long. And who am I missing? 2 more. Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Am I missing another one?
LeGarrette. Well, you got
No, I said LeGarrette. It's
LeGarrette.
5, right? 5.
Yeah.
5 played in the Super Bowl.
It's what LeGarrette and Chris Long with the Patriots. Torrey and Timmy Jernigan with.
Oh, Timmy? No, Timmy.
Was it Timmy with the
No.
Ravens?
No, he was a year later.
A year later. Okay,
Yeah.
so Torrey with the Ravens.
And Corey Graham. 5.
Who we missed?
5.
5.
And Malcolm.
Yeah, 5. That's all right. Somebody has some.
Is it 5 or 6?
If somebody has another one, then throw it
Yeah.
in. But I think it's 5. Where were we at here? Sam Spears says should take the Brady jersey down. We were talking about this. LOL.
There's one.
He said, but he says till after the bowl, and we were going to burn it Sunday morning. So we're going to burn it before the bowl and end the curse.
Yeah.
We're going to end the curse Sunday morning. Raymond Danzy, we ran the NFL this season. I don't see us losing. We have a better overall team. Defense will win this game, and that's the goal, brother. That's no question the goal. Gina Rambo, she's talking about Spielman.
I said the defense is, shutdown defense. I don't, that they need to do their job. Foles make some plays, and whatever else you get out of them is great. I think we can win the game.
No, the defense has to come and play. The defense
But
has to
it
win this
starts
football
with
game.
the defense.
It could no doubt starts with the defense. Zeke says, can Zeke do Spielman says, can Zeke do his douche vanilla ice pose again? Oh, he's coming. Spielman going to come by. Where are we at here?
Do you like that?
So you know what's going to happen, though. We bring him in, and now everybody's going to want a shot on the
Now
couch.
everybody wants a shot on the couch. James Wilder, I said it last night. I'll say it again. It's been next man up all season. Now the season is over. 1 game left. It's all men up. It's going to be a smash fest. Let's go. I'm down, baby. I'm down, James. I'm down. Listen, you got to come out and beat them up. You got to do what they did to what the Patriots did to the Rams when they played in their first Super Bowl. Rams were double-digit favorites. We know that. And the Patriots had no chance of winning that football game. And the Rams were starting a little bit of a dynasty, the greatest show on turf.
Got to bring it. Got to bring it. The front 4, and pressure. And you get the Brady, and that's the key.
Well, what the Pats did to the Rams is all they did was go in and smack them in the mouth the whole game, and they smacked them early, and then hey, we're going to be here all night. Gina Rambo, Sean enjoying a nice long walk off a short pier. Jack Wagon, Donald Stiano.
Oh,
hey! Have a lot of plays.
Party like 1960 for my godson.
That's my guy.
Nice. Sean, Spielman, Gina, you need a hug? Oh, it's going back and forth. A lot of back and forth here. Sorry, I keep saying Zeke, dude. I'm so used to seeing the goddamn comments. Hartman talking about Cy P's talking about a tie in the Super Bowl and a flashback to McNabb questioning what happens when the Super Bowl is tied. You even influence negative flashbacks these days, Greg. What the fuck? Telling Greg all negative.
I got on the YouTube chat. I got Michael Banks says, "Go Eagles! Eagles 31, Patriots 21. Khalid, Eagles 27, Patriots 24. R.I.P. Little. What's up, guys? I'm feeling good about this game. Go Eagles!" And then the best name I've ever seen, EDP 445 is a slob.
Great name.
Patriots suck balls. Eagles 27. Cheatriots 17. MCAM, go Pats. Hi, MCAM. Trevor P. 31-17 Birds. Brady 3 touchdowns.
That's not going to work.
That doesn't make. Oh,
listen, that is not my subject, Zeke.
No,
man.
that was. No,
Let me tell you something. There's things that are my thing.
No, Brady 3 touchdowns was from MCAM.
Oh, okay.
Actually, Khalid makes a really good point. I think the special teams will play a big role on Sunday.
Oh, listen. Who said that, Khalid?
Khalid.
Because you need everybody to play a big role, too. The Khalid's point, you can't overlook that. You can't overlook them getting something to the house. You talk about Brayman, who's a punter's worst nightmare. For the Brand's worst nightmare. Can he block a punt? Can he get a piece?
Yeah. You're always
big
gonna
play.
get that fluke crazy play in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
It's always something.
I'll throw my little teaser out there for Saturday. My bold prediction on our Saturday Roundtable show may or may not have a little something to do with non-offensive touchdowns. Teaser.
Well, I mean, I'm a pick six type of guy. You can get a pick six in a game like this, but you need to win the turnover battle. That's not even a question. Raymond Danzy, BB will find a way to shut down a portion of our offense, but we have a roster of hungry players. Got to stop everyone, and they can't. Nicky Six, and that's what Bill does best. I mean, he's going to look to take away your best player, and whoever he decides to take away, we're deep enough, in my opinion, on the offense side of the football for somebody else to make a play.
We can do whatever we want to do. Can we do it?
And listen to this. Todd Womack actually makes a really good point, and he's kind of in the area where you are. He says, Philly Dilly, guys, Foles 3 touchdowns, dreams and nightmares all weekend long. That's the song we're coming out to. And he says, I'm loving the calm.
Is that the Meek?
I don't know. He says,
we meeking it? I don't know. I'm not into the Meek.
But he says, I'm loving the calm swagger this team is showing. And Cox with the luchador mask today was great. The calm swagger, to me, is the key. Like, to me, the entire team has that quiet confidence. They're not overwhelmed. The situation isn't too big for them.
That's it.
Donnell Ellerby and Chris Maragos are the other 2 Super Bowls.
Okay, well, that's the thing.
Thank you very much, Zill Jones.
And I was telling people, I think it was Sunday. I was telling people, it's not about being cocky about this football game. It's not about saying, oh, we're definitely winning this football game. It's time for us as a fan base, because we're so programmed to believe something bad's going to happen, because that's what we're used to. Fair. Yeah. It's fair. But what I'm telling the fan base for the next 4 days is program yourself differently. Program yourself for the next 4 days to believe in this football team, because all they've done all year is make you believe. When there was
should have been on board.
When there was jerk off Zeke before the season, talking about Schwartz is here for Doug's job, and then Doug couldn't coach, right? The timeline of nonsense that went on, but my point is, all this team did was prove people wrong in different spots throughout the year. But
Absolutely.
What were you saying? Is that what you were going with?
No, I knew they had the potential to be this good. I just, as a fan, and as having a clue about football, but they weren't there, and I thought it was Doug that was the problem, like his questionable play calling and this and that, and this season, and they finally took off, and that's what I've been looking for.
And that ties right into Vinny Curry says.
That's what I've been looking for.
But that's what ties right into Vinny Curry says. That's what I was saying the day of the hire. Because it tied into right Vinny Curry said. He's one of the most genuine men. He's one of the most genuine men he's ever met. But my point is, hold on. Compared to the last regime, when you were hating, compared to the last regime, that's what this team needed. They needed a guy who believed in
the Chargers game, and what was that, like week 3 or something?
Yeah,
week 4?
it was.
And I believe I said they need to, and I don't think they blew the Chargers out, but I said I'm looking for them to blow a team out.
But hold on, because that Chargers game, they actually were blowing them out, and the Chargers got back in late on a couple of really cheap touchdowns.
And then
what
was the next game? Arizona was the next game.
Hold on, everything that you're concerned.
And they blew that, and then I was like, all right, here we go.
You're allowed to have concerns throughout the year. My point is, it's not about people having concerns. It's about every concern that we did have as a fan base was proven wrong by this football team.
Hey,
so my point
he made
is,
a believer out of me, and that's what I wanted.
Going into this game, my point is just program yourself to believe. Program yourself to believe that something bad is not going to happen. That this is our year. What do you tell athletes, right?
Agree.
Think about the next play you're going to make. Visualize the play you're going to make. Well, I'm going to tell the fan base to do the same thing. I'm visualizing myself in one spot, Zeke. One spot, Mike, and that's Broad Street.
Broad Street.
Like, the little ding? You can ding people's phone. Location. Ding the phone. Ding the phone. It's Broad Street in one spot only. But no, that's what I had. We got tons of comments.
Well, now, here's the thing, though. I think
Chad Moss says Brady jerseys. That's 2.
All right,
so 2. Our over-under was 12. We're burning it Sunday, and we're ending the curse.
We need a
ticker.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. I think that
I'll work on that.
There is a certain percentage of this fan base that is almost afraid to have a team that's this good, and as a result, they don't know how to react.
Because part of it, listen, I'm a guy who believed in him all year. That's fine. That's not right or wrong. I'm just a guy who believed in Doug. But right or wrong, I'm still programmed at times. I'm still programmed. My point is,
I wanted to see all the potential that they had, and they finally.
My point is, even though I believed in all of it, and even though everything I saw on the football field, there's always a part of me as an Eagles fan that believes something's going to go wrong. And then it essentially did. Well, when 11 went down. It essentially did. And all Nick Foles did was just make a believer.
Well,
Trevor
playing the GOATs.
Trevor P., neither quarterback will have 3 picks. I see Nick
3 picks, yeah.
I see Nick throwing 3 touchdowns and Brady with 2 and an INT.
I got a big one here that needs to be read. Josh Simonetti. He's an Audubon guy, and he's the guy who traveled over 10,000 miles. I don't know if you guys saw the video on A2D.
Hey. Thanks for chiming in, man. That's awesome.
He traveled over
Good for
10,000 miles to get to the NFC title game.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
I did see about that.
So I asked him. I wanted to know if he's going to be able to watch it because the Super Bowl, because that was a big thing. He wanted to be here, so he knew he could watch it. His response.
Nice.
Where you at, Josh? He gave you a prediction. Where's your response? He did say he'll be able to watch it when I find it again, wherever it disappeared to. Yeah, he said I'll be in Seattle, 12:20 p.m. near American Samoa Island. So nice. He'll be able to watch it.
That's
He
awesome.
gave his prediction. He said Birds 23-20, big game from Aguilar in the slats. I'm like, guys, Josh, what about guys think alike? D-line will dominate the trenches. Boom, 2 for 2. Late turnover by old man Brady. Bye-bye, dynasty. It's our turn. And that's what I love. That's believing right there.
Like
there you go.
I'm right on the same page with him.
So Todd Womack says, yeah, it's Meek Mill. Listen to the song. It'll get you pumped. Thank you. Foolish Demon, EDP thinks we aren't being serious enough. Huge plays made the Chargers game close. Eagles are a smart team now and have made plays and adjusted. For me, I'm programmed to think as an Eagles fan that they're – wait, I'm sorry. Let me back up. For me,
It's fine. It's tough to read.
Yeah. For me, I'm programmed as an Eagles fan to think that there is the wrong thing that will happen to us to lose. That's just how I think. And that's what we got to break.
That's what I'm trying to
That's
break
what we got
right
to
now.
break right now.
I'm smacking you right now and telling you to break that something bad's going to happen. Believe something good's going to happen. In that Minnesota game, when they were down 7-0, did you guys automatically think something more bad was going to happen? No, you just keep believing.
How do you think that first and call yourself a fan? Like for real?
Well, no, actually, the great thing is he says 31-20 Birds.
Sorry, Josh said satellite feed, not Seattle.
Okay.
FYI.
Satellite feed,
I'm throwing Seattle out and Samoa Island. They're next to each other. Like they're neighbors. They're knocking on each other's door.
This is great. Jimmy Chonga, an ironic score. Eagles 13, Pats 3. A Jenkins pick six is the only touchdown. Not only will the game be close, everyone will have a heart attack. Chev 93 back
Pick
at
six
it.
walk-off, Mr. Lyons?
Walk-off.
How would you like that one?
It's a walk-off.
Little pick six
There
walk.
we go.
Chev 93 says, back at it again, boys. Best out there. Keep it up. I'm still saying 24-17 Birds. # champion breed. First off, thank you very much for the compliment. We appreciate the support. And # champion breed right back at you. John DeCasanova, thoughts on the Alex Smith trade? I don't.
Dumb. They got fleeced.
I
Hey,
don't-
Daniel Snyder, hold somebody's beer.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing?
that.
I don't care. If he don't talk to you, you find that man. Because there ain't many guys in the National Football League that spin the football like Kirk Cousins does. That's factual. So how do you not have a conversation with this guy? Like, I'm sorry. I'm going to get trespassing.
what's the
Because if I'm
problem
Daniel
there?
Snyder, I'm breaking in.
I mean,
I'm breaking in your house
must-
overnight. I'm breaking in. You're going to wake up. I'm right next to you like, breakfast, Kirk? Breakfast? Can we talk?
Yeah,
I mean, come on, dude. Are you kidding
they
me?
must have some issues. I mean, like
33-year-old
seriously?
quarterback for a
Like,
4-year, $71 million guaranteed. Are you kidding me?
How can you not get a
And Kendall Ford.
How can you not get a deal done with Cousins?
It's
I mean,
ridiculous.
there's they got to have some problems.
I love it. I don't know why I got fired up at it. I love it.
I jokingly said
I
last
said-
night, I'm like, well, Kirk Cousins of Cleveland, and they immediately become a 9-win team.
Yeah,
I said, did Dak move up to 4th worst quarterback in the NFC?
maybe
Or-
5th. You can say 6th because Nate slung it a little bit when he got his opportunity.
Actually, the great thing for the Eagles is now with Alex Smith and Dak Prescott in the division, there's 2 teams that they don't have to worry about a deep ball on.
True. Chad Moses. What up, Chad? He said, Blunt to the right. Jay runs left. Clement screens. Hope the Pats don't figure that out. I think that's what's huge because that's our little Patriot here in Philly that we have different backs
That's
that do
one
different
thing.
things. I said it all year when there's guys here. There's guys begging for certain guys
There's-
that get tons all the carries.
tell you how
Don't you
far-
want your backs to be all fresh
I'll tell you how
in
far
the
I've
postseason?
come with Doug is that he's going to have a wrinkle in this game plan, something that we haven't seen. He's been doing that.
You can have a wrinkle, but don't get cute. No need to get cute.
Oh, I don't care.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm just saying, the way he's been game planning is like Minnesota had no clue, and I think he's going to keep that rolling, and he just.
Well, that's what he does well. I mean,
Exactly. That's what I'm talking. That's where I'm at with him right now. Is
And the second
all the confidence in the world.
And the second half adjustments, nobody's better. Sean Spielman said Kirk Cousins to the Giants, Barkley number 2. Ugh. I don't know if he's going to the Giants. That'd be interesting. That would be
Boy,
interesting.
he'll put that dumpster fire out quick.
Yeah, he really would. He really would. Chad Moses says Eagles win 24-14. But, yeah, that's what Bill's going to do, Chad, when you talk about the 3 backs and them having the game plan for all 3, and it's not even that. So, okay, so who you want to take out?
Well,
you want to take out Ertz?
They're the
okay,
same way.
right? You want to take out Ertz?
Aren't they?
Fine, take out Ertz.
But you got Lewis.
So who else?
And the Burkle.
It's Lewis Burkhart and
Burkhart.
Who
James White.
refs the
So
Super Bowl?
they're 3 and
Shaquan
our
wants to know.
Huh?
You know what? I'll find out.
Yeah,
What
no,
is
it's they have White, Burkhead,
and Deion Lewis.
and Deion Lewis. Yep.
So they're 3 and our 3.
Mm-hmm. And their wideouts
very
are
similar.
Their wideouts similar situation. I mean, I think we're better
I think
out there
the problem
overall.
we'll have with getting to Brady are going to be these little dump offs that they're not going to run much.
Zeke, you know what it comes down
play
to?
out of the shotgun.
Let me help you, baby. Let me help you.
I'm telling you.
You're here for me to help you. You know what I mean?
But-
Come over on Daddy's
no,
lap for
for
a second.
real,
Let me
for-
teach you
no.
something. Now I forget what I was going to say.
I mean, that's gonna
I forget what I was going to say.
that'll cut that pass rush down, and
No, you have to be able to
You know-
tackle. That's the whole thing. They got to be able to tackle in the open
they're
field.
gonna have to make tackles.
It's something they've done really well all season long. I thought they tackled in the open field really well. And
Yeah,
can it continue?
They have.
Can it continue? And I believe it can. You know, this team's tackled really well. The secondary's held up really well. They're a confident
I'm just telling you
group of
what I think
guys.
their game, what they're gonna be up to. You know, James White, he's big out of the backfield. It's gonna.
No, he is big out of the backfield. And listen, you got to be able to tackle. I don't. My concern is not stopping the run. I think we'll be able to stop the run well. You know, it's the screens.
It's not going to be.
It's the Michael Kendricks. It's who's covering. It's who's covering Gronk. It's a whole list of things that you need to be concerned of.
Deion Lewis has been solid, down the stretch here.
Bob Hartman says Mr. Index Card is the head official.
I was going to say, listen to this, though, because this is actually interesting. So Gene Steratore, the referee who used an index card to measure a first down this year.
I like Gene. No,
Yeah.
I mean that was like an old school
Right.
move. That was gangster. Like, let me get the card.
But no, because you're kind of where I'm going. But he says it's
Did he have a card on him?
yeah, they all do.
that-
It's his first Super Bowl. It's his first Super Bowl in his career. The other officials are blah 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 whatever. Since 2003, Steratore's first year as an official.
This is his first Super Bowl?
Yeah. It's not bad for, 15 years in the league?
I-
They have a lot of referees. But it's first year, since 2003, his first year as an official, he's officiated 23 games involving the Patriots. Under his watch, the Patriots have received 49% of the penalties and 48% of the penalty yards awarded. So it's basically, he calls it right down the middle.
Yeah, I like the little back story there of the numbers on which way he calls it. I mean, that's important. But guess what? You know what I'm not concerned about? Let me tell you something I'm not concerned about. This team's been penalized more penalized than every team they played against this year for the most part, and they still find ways to win. I talked about earlier on in the year, Zeke, man, that going to the locker room with wins is all that matters. Finding ways to win is all that matters.
You're not worried about anything.
No, there's things to be worried about. There's a lot. I was just saying, there's a lot to be worried about. But how can you not believe in this team to believe that you're going to be standing on Broad Street?
I'm all in.
That's all my point
I'm
is.
all in. I've been all in.
Chad,
Shut up.
I have been.
You have not. It
Yes,
took
I
you a
have.
while to get there.
what
It
up,
took you a
Dion?
long while to get
I
there.
told you.
You told me when? In November?
I told you when
I yelled at you for a lot of weeks, Zeke. I yelled at you for a lot of
Start
weeks.
to blow a few teams out. I'd say after the Arizona game, I was all in. That we got to the level that I was looking for.
That you wanted.
I wanted, yeah.
And that's fair.
All right. I'll buy into that.
That's fair. You were looking for something, and you're waiting to get
I
it.
got it.
And we're not mad at you. It's family. Families are going to be dysfunctional sometimes.
Absolutely.
We had to yell at you. You know what I mean? We had to yell at
Hey,
you a little bit.
I am the black sheep.
You might be something.
Yeah, so I have no problem with the referees. I have no problem with.
There's literally 2 referees in the NFL that I would have had a problem with. One of them would be Pete Morelli.
Hercules.
No, I would have been. Honestly, I think
what's his name?
I would have been perfectly fine with Ed Hockley. I would have been fine with Ed. Pete Morelli.
Ed, that's it, Hercules.
I would have had a big problem with Pete Morelli.
I'll take Gene and the
I don't care. Like I said, I don't care who. I'm not worried about who's officiating, really. I'm worried about the guys on the field because they're the ones that are going to win the football game for us.
So Todd Womack, I could definitely see our corners shutting down their wide receivers. Foolish Demon, I thought we were going to win regardless. That's just in the back of my mind. It's not the first thing that comes to mind. Super Bowl-shaped confetti will be on the Eagles. I like it. Gene Index Card Sterator will be the ref. That's what everybody's calling him, the index card.
Hopefully the index card comes into play and it wins us something.
This is hilarious. Jimmy Chonga. Updated NFC quarterback rankings. 1 Wentz, 2 Foles, 3 Smith, 4 Eli, 5 Geno, 6 Sudfeld, 7 Dink Dunk Dank, or Dink Dunk Dak. I don't know about that. That's rough.
No, that's not rough at all. The guy stinks.
Right
Deion Brown says, for me, it comes down to our linebackers making those tackles like what you just said, and also not biting on play action. Our linebackers will be the key. The running scares me as much as a kitten wearing a dog collar. Yeah, what are you sipping tonight again? No, I'd love to know what he sips because he sips every Wednesday with us. Bob Hartman says, are we 3 for 3 Team Doug on the couch this week since Greg is in the corner? Are we?
Wait, what's this?
Said Bob Hartman.
Are we 3 for 3?
I have a cord issue.
There we go. No, you're good.
Very good.
Yeah, he said wants to know if we're 3 for 3 Team Doug with no Greg on the couch. With Greg away.
So are you a Doug Peterson guy?
He's back.
All right.
He's back.
This is interesting. Trevor P says Cleet Blakeman is the other one, which is he's right. Cleet is the other really bad ref. But Foolish Demon says the Panthers game should show us that the refs don't mean shit.
It doesn't.
And he's right.
That's what I was just saying. Like we've been more penalized than most teams we played, and we still find ways to win football games. That's all that matters to me.
Edgar Venzer, did you guys hear anything about a sloppy practice today?
A sloppy practice?
I did not, but it wouldn't surprise me.
That happens.
I had the network on most of the day. It was interviews and not one mention of a sloppy practice, nothing.
Could have been.
Could have been. But you know what? I think every team has one sloppy practice a week. So if they get their sloppy practice out of the way on Wednesday, I'm fine with that.
Listen, there's a lot going on, and sometimes you got to relock in.
The offense gets their heads out of their ass. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the kind of guy he is. He's going to be aggressive. He's definitely going to be aggressive. But to our poll, I think Nick can outplay him. I'm not saying he's going to, but I think he could.
He could, yeah.
He could. I mean, the defensive matchup better suits him, essentially, going against their defense than Brady going against ours.
He'll be fine, I think.
Can you slay a goat?
I just like where his head's at. I mean, there was a lot of stuff on NFL Network on that, Super Bowl opening night or whatever about the whole Foles-Brady relationship, that Foles wanted to go to Michigan and he couldn't get in, so he wound up going to Michigan State. He idolized Brady growing up, and now he's playing against him in the Super Bowl. And he just seems completely unfazed, which is good. I mean, it's real good. You obviously don't want to, have him come into the game in awe of the opposing quarterback when the opposing quarterback is not who you're playing. You're playing their defense. So, I think it's great that Nick is very ho-hum, even-keeled. Maybe the fact that Nick doesn't have
he's
the
pulling
big
off a great act because
and you're you may very well be right. It's entirely possible. But
I said to Mike, I wouldn't want to be Nick Foles right now.
We'll see. I would. I absolutely would. There's no reason not to be. He's got no expectations. Go out there, let your balls hang out, and throw for 400. There's no reason not to.
I mean, got less pressure on him, in my opinion.
He would have less pressure on him than Carson would.
No, he has less pressure on him than Brady does.
He's got a city full of maniacs on his shoulders.
Okay,
right
but you're not. But you have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. Yeah, essentially, you're the dog. You have nothing to lose. Yeah. People don't expect you to win. You play looser that way.
I
play looser that way.
I hope that is the more of the reaction if we lose or whatever. But he's got his work cut out for him. I mean, if we don't get a championship here, they might just burn the city down just for because of that.
No, there's no reason to because the future's bright. So why would you be burning?
I agree, but you got knuckleheads.
Oh, I know. There's animals out there.
Foolish Demon just said if I got to come home to Tory Foles, I'd be even keeled too.
You come home to who?
If I got to come home to Torrey Foles, I'd be even
Oh,
killed
yeah.
too.
No question.
Attaboy.
Sixers, Alex Einhorn said, anyone care that the Sixers are losing to the Nets currently?
Oh, come on.
Down
Like,
91-87, end of the third. Wow, that's a disgrace.
I'm not
Jesus.
worried about them being down 4 at the end
They
of the
might
third.
be able to pull that
Caps tied up the
Flyers,
Flyers,
yeah.
Deion Brown. Falling back, 6-pack of Sam Adams, cherry
there he
wheat
is.
on deck. Love it. Michael D'Andrea.
Whoa. You went away from the 90-minute IPA?
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't switch beers.
Hey.
You can't switch beers.
Try them all out. What's
Jackie
that,
Lawrence says,
that
dog.
that cherry something. That sounded great. Who was that?
Jackie Lawrence.
Hey, Jackie.
Doug.
Hey, Jack.
Michael D'Andrea. I was just watching NFL Network, and I got to be honest, I cannot stand Deion Sanders. That's fine. You know, these guys get these gigs, man. Prime gets the gigs because he's Prime.
With Deion.
Chad Moses saying we have a lot of trade bait. And I think he was talking about running backs after the year. I'll
What are
get
we
there.
trading for?
We'll get there. We'll have plenty of time to talk all that. We'll have plenty of time. I don't know. I don't know who he was talking about getting rid of. And Pete Avola. Zeke.
Yo, my man Pete.
Zeke's getting the love. What do you got over there, Mike?
Just a couple more come in. Foolish Demon came back. He says, I like Jeremy Bogart. His accent is funny. So now we're talking about referees over here. Jimmy Changa. No, I changed my mind. We're going to win it in triple overtime, 26-19. He's looking for another walk-off.
I think people will die if it went to triple overtime. There'd be heart attacks all over the Delaware Valley.
Actually, Jimmy, that would be 25-19. You don't have to kick the extra point in overtime. It is
It's a walk-off.
truly a walk-off.
It's a walk-off, Mr. Lyons. Just to clarify that one more time.
Yeah.
I've
sold out to the walk-off.
Giving in. Let's do a little position by position breakdown.
Let's do that.
All right, and we want the people to chime in on which side you got. All right, let's start on the offensive side of the football and right in our poll. Okay, you got Brady, the GOAT, Foles. Where you going, boys?
Go ahead.
It's got to be Nick. I mean, if we have any chance to win this game, it's got to be Nick. He's got it.
Are you giving us the QB edge?
Yes.
All right. Who are you giving the QB edge to?
See, I got to go with the GOAT.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that for one night, Foles can't outplay him.
No, it doesn't mean that. But overall, I'm going to GOAT. Running backs, all right.
I'll give it to us.
I'm going Birds.
I'm going Birds on the running backs as well. Tight end. It's a tough one.
I'll give it to us.
Tight end is almost a push.
I'll give
It's
it
almost a push.
Because it's not Ertz, it's
Burton
and Selleck. The three of them get involved, and it's only Gronk, and he's banged up.
All right. Well, I mean, it is concussion. I'll say a push.
He's got a good point.
No, he does, but I'll still give it a push.
They do have Martellus Bennett, who's kind of been waiting in the wings, and that could quietly come back to help them. Doug, I think you make great points. Because we've sat here on this couch all year, and Trey Burton is like my unsung hero of this team, or one thereof.
He's solid.
He'd start on half the teams in this league. Yeah. So you're going Eagles, you're going push.
I'm going push on the tight ends, yeah.
I might go push, too, because Gronk, if he's healthy, he's just a beast.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
Wide receivers?
Definitely us. They got Cooks. Hogan, Amendola.
I don't even know if Hogan's going to go.
Yeah, right? Did I miss anyone?
Yes, Hogan
definitely
going.
Us. Alshon, Aguilar.
I do like us better in that spot.
We got that.
I do like us better.
As do I. I think if Hogan goes, it comes closer to being a push. If Hogan doesn't go, it's definitely us. My opinion.
Good opinion.
So you want to go defense, or are we missing anybody on offense now?
No, we're not.
They got kicker.
They do have kicker. Gostowski's a beast.
He is a beast. No, we can do defense, too.
All right. So
D-line.
Hey, Elliott's solid.
All right, so what are we – okay, so where was the advantage to? So the advantage was to the Eagles. We came out of that with. Because the consensus wide receiver and running back were better.
Wide receiver, running back are better. They have the better quarterback, tight ends, a push.
Yeah, I'll say Brady over Foles. I got confused on that first question. Actually, I wasn't sure, but yeah, it's Brady. I mean, Foles has got to light it up. You know, hopefully, he has one more left in him. Has a great night. But yeah, it's
No. All right. Well, let's take a quick break
All right.
for a minute. We'll come back. We'll do the defensive side. All right, and then we'll continue our Eagles talk, all that
Sounds
on the other
good.
side. Tom,
Mike,
AM,
in the PM.
A2DRadio.com, live from the BMW of Atlantic City Studios. Every Wednesday night, though, we're brought to you by our certified public accountant. Make them yours. Find them on the web, GibsonMayer.com.
Tax season. Get it done.
cha-ching.
Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes. Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes. Well, hello again, everyone. This is Bob Mannery, and you're listening to Tom and Mike. AM in the PM, only on A2D Radio. Tom and Mike, these guys are fucking awesome. But their side piece, Greg, that guy is a goddamn problem.
Well, second half kickoff here. Tom,
Mike,
AM,
in the PM.
A2DRadio.com, live from the BMW of Atlantic City studios. BMW of Atlantic City, Rolex 17 in the Parkway. Find them online, BMW of Atlantic City.com. Every Wednesday night, brought to you by our certified public accountant. And make them yours. Find them on the web, GibsonMayer.com. Tom Arnone, Michael Mataraki, the Zeke Man, Rob Pove on the ones and twos. Talking everything Eagles, Super Bowl 52. We did some position breakdowns before the half, coming back with the second half now. Go to the defensive side of the football. But our poll question, if you're just joining, or if you're back for the second time, you want to answer again, who gives a rat's ass? Which is most likely to occur during the Super Bowl? Foles, 3 TDs. Brady, 3 TDs. Foles, 3 picks. Brady, 3 picks. See the duck I threw there, Zeke? See the duck? Catch on, baby. First time in here. Catch on. Attention to detail, just like the Ertz interview. Attention to detail. Everybody. Deion Brown back at it. Let's go. Happy no one was injured. There was a car crash in the studio. We had to find glue. It took us a few minutes. We were able to get the glue and patch that hole up. So we're back here, and we're rocking birds. 52. The glue is found. We're not saying it was Zeke who drove through. It might have been Greg. Peter Albertson, great evening, guys.
But we're saying it was Zeke that drove through.
He said, going to say 27-10 Eagles. Blunt offensive player of the game. Defense, he's going with Malcolm. I love it, man. I love it. I'm going to be going, obviously, I think I'm going with Nelson as my offensive player of the game, but you do got to run the football. I love that he's got us holding the 10. That would be gigantic. I think they get 17 in my thought process. Somewhere around there. I think they're going to get theirs.
I'm right around there.
They're going to get theirs a little bit.
I'm 27-20, and that's what I've been since we got to the bowl.
27-20?
27-20.
All right. I've been 27-17. That's where I've been standing. I'm like, I'm a little closer. I feel a field goal late to wrap it.
I'm staying on it. That's what I said when we got to the bowl, when we beat Minnesota. And that's what I'm rolling with.
Greg, can we confirm or deny, since you're watching, was it you who drove the car through? We don't know. Was it hit and run? Guy ran, left no goddamn glue. Have a little class. It must have been a hater. It must have been a hater. Maybe one SB.
Plenty.
Or maybe it was Zuck saying, screw this shit. Ryan Brodo chiming in, 26-23 Eagles win. Player of the game, he goes with Torrey Smith, which is a good call because, man, them guys who won before, and that's why Peters, Garrett's a good choice too. Yep. Them guys who won before, the ball finds them sometimes, and you look at the catch against the Falcons.
What do you think more
the Falcons, Zeke?
Of Foles?
Zeke, he's going in a different direction. The guy's asking about the Falcons catch with Torrey. Where's he going?
Okay.
Come back around. The catch against the Falcons off the knee of Neal in the Torrey's hands.
Yes.
It's just like a guy who wins.
Yes.
That football just finds a way. Go ahead.
No, I love LeGarrette, and I was. What are the chances of him getting it in a couple times at the one, or more than Nick throwing a couple TD passes?
Well, that was my prediction last week.
I was going to say somebody said he scores 3. Was that you?
I had him going 2.
There's somebody else in the feed.
He's got a nose for the end zone, and he just bangs it in there, and I could see that happening 3 times rather before Nick throws 3, maybe something like that.
Jamie Edward enters 34-21 Eagles, and of course Aguilar, offensive player of the game. I love that, Jamie, because that's my guy. That's my guy. Got to win in the slot.
Jason Dragus says, time for some curried goat. And I love the play on words, curried goat. Good stuff, Jason.
Great stuff. Ryan Brodo claiming it was him who drove the car through the wall on the hit and run.
Hey, he wasn't
Not
even-
sure why you're upset, Rye. Sam Nelson, 24-20 birds.
He's like 16.
He
Ryan
goes
Brown.
Chris Long, player of the game, 2 sacks. And that's another guy who just always has been around the football, making plays since Carson went down.
Yep.
Just got confirmation on the car crash. It was Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
Don't you put
There
this
we
on
go.
me, Ricky Bobby.
And Ricky Bobby put it right on us. Right on us. Bob Hartman saying the Sixers down 9, just over 5 to go.
That's ugly.
And Flyers down 3-2. So the city of winners
You can't
isn't feeling too
lose-
winning right
you
now.
can't lose to the Nets. like
Bobby,
that.
I love you,
Come
but do you
on.
think we don't get scores in here?
No, but I love it. Because I'm in the chat. I'm not paying
That's
attention
I
to
mean,
the scores.
hold on, no. If Bob wants to be
Fire
our
him in.
update guy, we'll hire Bob to be our update guy.
Well, Bob, that's what he's doing.
The little 2020 sports with Bob Hartman.
That's what he's doing. I don't have to pay him
Got a
anything.
nice
we
ring
go.
to it.
Deion Brown says, I'm saying
2020 with Bob Hartman.
24-21 birds, Deion Brown saying revenge from that 3-point loss 13 years ago. And you know what? Taking the trophy back, that should have been ours. That's how I look at it.
There you go.
Taking back what was ours. And you know what? Dougie with all his ice cream, he can scoop that ice cream right with the freaking Lombardi trophy. Scoop it right out of the container, Dougie. You know, like the BJ's big. You know what I'm talking about, Zeke? The big boys. You know what I mean? The big ice cream containers. Scoop that Lombardi right in there, baby.
I still, to this day,
know,
say if Todd Pinkston didn't have a vagina, the Eagles win that game.
They probably do. And maybe if your quarterback isn't out to all hours of the night, you win the game too.
Well, and there's that. Yeah.
And I love 5, but that's facts. James Wilder says revenge game. I said definitely a revenge game. Definitely. It was taken from us.
Yep.
That was like part of the, they were really spying. And listen, I'm a believer. Everybody knows what everybody runs, okay? Everybody knows the plays everybody runs. But when you're finding out things that are new wrinkles, that's overboard.
I mean, you go. It's 14 years ago. I mean, no. Is anybody even on this team right now?
No.
That-
Was Selleck?
nobody.
Yeah, Selleck.
Selleck?
No, Selleck
No.
wasn't around.
Selleck
He wasn't around?
Is
No.
anybody?
There-
how,
there-
about
no,
even,
there's-
how about even like front office?
No,
people?
well, I
Right,
mean,
right.
there's front office people, but there's no one. There's not a single player on the Eagles that played in that
played-
game.
Okay.
But there is someone
So
on the
that
Patriots that played in that
the
game.
revenge, I get it, but that's
It's not a
their revenge.
Zeke,
you know
it's
what I
not a
mean? Like,
revenge for the players. It's a revenge for the fan base. It's a revenge for
Okay.
us.
It's a revenge for the
Okay.
franchise.
Michael DeAndrews says Foles 2 TDs, Blunt a TD, Clement a TD, possibly a couple field goals in between. Love it. Gina
I like it.
Rambo says a 3-point win is not enough for her. She can't do a 3-point win. I'm right with you, Gina. I'll
Oh,
be
no,
sweating it out. Sweating it out on a 3-point win.
I got a beef with that one though.
I'll take a 1-point.
Yeah, exactly. you're gonna say
Come on,
you're
honey.
gonna push the Lombardi Trophy away.
No,
if we
no,
only
no,
win-
no. I'll
if we
take-
only win by 2.
I'll take a 2-run homer or walk off to win it. I don't care how we win it, but I'm
It's
with
a
her.
walk-off.
I'll take a strikeout wild pitch.
No, I'm saying, yeah, of course. A wild pitch. One gets by, you win 1-0. No question. But I'm saying that
I'll take a
it's still
fucking.
it's sweating.
He stepped out of the end zone on the pass, and the Eagles win by 2. You know.
Anyway, but you're still gonna sweat
what
it.
the fuck?
She's still. I know what she's saying. It's gonna be a sweater. Sam Nelson, we're coming to take what is ours. See you on Broad, boys. Let's go. Love it, Sammy. That's where we're going. Bob Hartman. Show could use an update, guy or girl. It's hard trying to pay attention to 2 games and participate in the show. Yeah, Bob, and it's hard for me to pay attention to games and participate in the show. So, I'm here for you people. I'm not here for the
update's
games.
coming. That was awesome.
Yeah, are they losing still?
Yeah, is it a wrap?
Sixers still losing to the freaking Nets.
Horrible.
All of a sudden, Jaws plus minus is like filthy. Now the guy probably played defense tonight for the first time in his career.
What are they? Are they 500 now or under 500? What are they?
Nah, would they lose
2
They're
straight?
24. I think they're 24 and 24.
Yeah,
now
24
with
and 24,
this.
yeah.
Come on, are you freaking kidding me?
Bob said we need a little
Pick it
split
up.
screen action. I'm sure the NBA would be fond of us split screening the game
Yeah.
and doing a show.
It's 111, 103.
There's your 8.
Done?
There's your 8
No.
points.
How much time?
No, like 4 minutes.
Doesn't look good.
No, you can't.
8 points in 4 minutes. You could score 8 points in 30
No,
seconds.
it's
Why
NBA's
haven't
a game
they?
of
Why
runs.
haven't they? No.
The NBA's a game of runs, but they need to get some stops. I mean, you're giving up 111 to the Nets. That's a problem.
Yeah, like
Bob Hartman said, yeah, he gave us the score too. But I think, we were talking about offense. Can Nick outplay him? No question, he can outplay him for a 60-minute football game. The offensive breakdown came in the advantage of the Eagles. let's switch the defense side of the football, and let's start the defensive line. I don't think that's even a question. Like, I mean, we're gonna ask the question, but it's not really a question. I think I know where everybody's going. Obviously it's the Eagles.
Yeah, it's us all
Yeah,
day.
I mean, the only real concern that I have with this whole scenario is the key to the Eagles. One of the keys to the Eagles' success defensively has been defensive line rotation, and I just worry that if the Patriots go tempo, they go hurry up, and they don't make any substitutions, that defensive line rotation gets a little bit out of whack, and that could be a factor. I think the way that they combat that is they say, okay, so we're going defensive line in two groups. You have this group, you have this group, and they're going to sub in entire groups. You may see Fletcher Cox not come off the field, but he may be lining up with Timmy Jernigan, Brandon Graham, and Vinny Curry one series, and the next series lining up with Chris Long, Bo Allen, and Derek Barnett.
You rotate your guys drives
Yeah.
instead of if he wants to go up tempo.
Right.
So I mean, I'm not worried there. I know Michael DeAndre said how you want to approach it on defense. I think you got to get up and bump them. You got to make things difficult at the line of scrimmage. You want to throw things off at the line of scrimmage. You want to give some time for your front four to create pressure. So I'm a big believer in getting up and getting in.
With our four. I mean, that's what we have. We got to do that.
We've been doing it all year. We got to continue.
And
Wilder said, I bet Belichick puts double coverage on Ertz, and he beats that coverage, destroying the defensive approach of the Pats and opening up the good and the run game. Eric Freeze, what's up, guys? Go Birds. What's up, Eric? No, yeah, I mean, I think he does double Ertz. I think he tried to take Ertz out of the football game.
And that's fine if he does. I mean, you still have Alshon.
Exactly.
You still have Torrey. You still have Trey Burton or Brent Selleck, plus your backs out of the backfield. I think what they need to do is
is nice.
Yeah, they need to recognize, though, if they're going to bracket Ertz and they're going to put a linebacker and a safety on him or a corner and a safety on him, what they need to do is they need to start running him more or less off the field. He's got to just either run up the field and take the two defenders with him, or he's got to run out patterns and clear those two defenders from that side of the field and open up the rest of the field so that there's passing lanes. And the faster that Nick and or Doug and Frank Reich can recognize who they're trying to take out, the quicker they can adjust.
Yeah.
And personally, for me, I actually think one of Doug's strengths, way, way better than Andy, is his ability to make in-game adjustments. Andy, to me, was very stubborn and would just try to hammer certain players when it wasn't there. Doug, to me, is if that's not there, okay, well, now he's my decoy and I'm going over here.
Doug's bigger than the ego, and that's why he's successful. It's bigger than the ego. It's about, hey, my ego is wins losses, right? And that's flat out, and that's flat out facts. Now you have.
I mean, he's figured it out. I mean, whatever doubts I had, I mean, I'm all in.
There you go.
So Bob Harmer says, sounds like the offensive players for the Birds anticipate the Pats taking the RPOs away the best they can, especially short, quick passing options. He says, how does Doug counter that? What new wrinkle in the input does he have? He added to the offense each week so far. Got to believe he's got something up his sleeve. I told him I think he takes a ton of shots.
Yeah.
I think he takes a ton of shots this week.
You know what?
I really do.
Perfect conditions for it.
It is. Eric Freeze, that's his thing. The conditions suit Nicky to be able to throw the ball deep. I think we will see Brent Selleck have a big game Sunday due to coverage on Ertz. That's Eric Freeze's comment. Hey, man, he could. He could have been the longest tenure Eagle. Why not go out with a ring? Maybe a big touchdown out of Brent Selleck for a winner. Maybe the walk-off for Brent Selleck for the win, baby.
You'll like this one, Tommy.
That'd
Jimmy
be nice.
Jimmy Chunga says, I feel like Aguilar will be the one to make that one mandatory ridiculous catch that happens in every Super Bowl.
He thinks Aguilar does it?
Aguilar does it,
Well,
yeah.
listen, it's the way curses end are the guys who aren't believed in make big plays at some point. The curses end always in the weird ways. Nicky wasn't expected to make big plays. I think he makes some big plays. Obviously, Sunday, he's going to have to. And another guy like Aguilar, a guy who wasn't believed in, a guy who was going to a shrink, a guy who couldn't catch a cold from everybody in this city. Oh, I know. I was a believer, baby. And I'm not crowning myself, but the guy could always run a route. And he was able to put it all together. Credit to him. Credit to Carson. Credit to Howie Roseman bringing in vet wide receivers, and getting the contagious drop of Jordan Matthews and guys like that out of the locker room. So it all changed the whole culture of the wide receiver core. Now the kid's got confidence. What better way to end the curse of him making a huge catch?
Oh, no question.
What better way?
Great.
What better way, baby? We got tons fun in. James Wilder. Doug Peterson going to slap it on the table and make the world see what Philly sees. I love James. I really do.
James.
Huddle Up podcast.
Nuts.
Gents, love the show. I've been watching for weeks. I'll admit it. I'm a Cowboys fan. I've never been more nervous about a Super Bowl in my life. Best of luck Sunday. May the best team win. Jim. Thanks, Jimmy.
Thanks,
Nice,
Jim.
That's just respect, man. That's a good Cowboys fan. That's a guy I can say, you know what? I like you.
So is
I like you. You're not a redneck.
But here's my
He's not,
question.
he's not cockroaching?
Here's my
He's not
question.
cockroaching.
Here's my question
No.
for Jim though.
He's not Joe Povin.
Is
Now there's Rob Povin. It's not that. There's a difference.
Hey,
But-
I can say that about my brother. Come on now.
Hey,
I feel like I'm family. I can say it. You know what I mean? I feel like he would say it about me. He would take a shot about me.
but now is he nervous for us because he wants us to win, or is
I would
he
assume lose.
is he nervous because he doesn't want us to
Yes.
win?
I would assume the opposite.
So that we don't
Rob,
have that.
there's no shot you're rooting for the Eagles, right? You.
No,
As a
I mean Jim.
I know,
our-
but I'm
our
getting
guy.
it from a Cowboys fan too. I want both. I want both perspectives.
You know, it's tough, man, because on the one hand, Patriots, they get the 6. That's another team we got to chase for ring count, too.
This
So
is
Oh.
not that I root
the
for
cowboy
Patriots.
dilemma that they have right now.
But, you know, like I've said countless times off air, you want to see your friends happy. You know, you're a fan of a team. You deserve to see that team win a
F
championship.
that. I would never vote for the Cowboys
But
for my friends.
all that being said, I can't root for the Eagles.
Are
So
you fucking
I'm
kidding
rooting
me?
for my Super Bowl.
Real
buddies.
talk. And if you said the Eagles, I would have came across and slapped you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you shouldn't.
I can't.
You
I'm
shouldn't.
rooting for my boxes, man. That's all I'm
There you
doing.
go.
Bob Hartman, bring it home for Jerome on Sunday. Bring it home for
They
Jerome.
had,
Bring it home for Reggie.
They had
Bring it home for Jimmy Johnson.
Everson Walls was on the one of the shows today on the NFL Network, and he's pulling for the Birds. Now there's an old time Cowboy and
Wow.
a Giant. He said keep it in the NFC East.
Oh,
You're-
where'd your piece go on your mic? Were you
What?
losing shit already?
I don't know.
Oh my God, this is what
What's
happens
up?
when you pick guys up off the
Amateurs.
street. First time, long time.
I
So,
have no idea.
What you were
Help
saying
me
about
out.
Jerome, though, I'm not sure how accurate this is. I'd have to, maybe Rob could fact check this for us if he has a minute over there. But supposedly, it is Super Bowl 52, and that date would have been Jerome Brown's 52nd birthday.
Oh wow.
Let me tell you something else. Can I add on?
Dynasties end in weird ways. Curses end in weird ways.
How about this?
There's more
Chinese
of
New
that.
Year. Chinese are always smart
Yeah,
enough.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
real
Chinese
talk.
New Year.
That
You're
one.
the dog.
Lucky number 9.
9.
Okay.
Quarterback.
And it's dog or something.
You're
right?
the dog.
You're the dog.
yeah.
Okay. And color green.
Green.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
They're always a step ahead.
This is a great comment here from Renee Ballard.
What are we worried about?
The key is to challenge.
Nothing.
Yeah. The key is to challenge Pat's receivers at the line, throw off their timing,
Yep.
pressure Brady up the middle. If you throw off the timing
no
for
doubt.
Brady and the receivers, the D will either
doubt.
get home or force incompletion.
You have to. You have
No,
to
do you?
bomb.
But that's exactly what Atlanta did
you-
last year to get that 28-3 lead, and then they
And they
went
stopped,
away
and
from
then you got Q, and you went away from it. Jimmy from Huddle Up. I am not rooting for the Eagles to win, but my nerves are because I'm concerned that they absolutely will. This run the Eagles have been on has been incredible and one for the ages. Wow, Jimmy.
What do you got,
Jimmy
Robbie?
feels it.
This Sunday would have been
Jump on
Jerome
board.
Brown's 53rd birthday.
53rd birthday.
Wow. Wow. This
Thank
I
you,
gotta
sir.
tell the fam that's not maybe not listening. This Sunday
Hey,
would have been Jerome's what? 53rd?
53rd.
And it's Super Bowl 52, so they're in the neighborhood.
Well, there's one win too.
Yeah. All right. I'm with it.
Wow.
Oh, so we're gonna put up 52
Points?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow! Would you stop it?
52-17.
Bring it home
Call
for
it right now.
Bring it home for
I
Dutch
just changed
Destroyer.
it.
I like that.
There you go.
Bob Harmon says push up the middle is why Fletch is the defensive player of the game. Eric Freeze, didn't Bill Belichick get a start to the dynasty by beating a dynasty? We were talking about that earlier, Eric,
Yeah.
on part one before the kickoff, before the half, that they beat the Rams. That was a team that they were double-digit dogs. Nobody expected them to hang in. And the Rams were on a start to become a dynasty. They weren't there yet, but they were close. But it was a great show on turf. All the Patriots did is go in and smack them in the mouth.
you
I expect the same.
You could see something very similar of that unfolding. Like you know what I mean?
Michael DeAndre said 52nd. Is it 52nd birthday?
No, it would be his 53rd. He was born in 1965, but at kickoff he is still 52. According to the guy behind the guy.
He wasn't born yet. He wasn't born yet. Are you kidding me? I'm telling you. Since this whole thing, I felt it. I just felt it. It's bigger than us. The curses end.
I was saying that too.
Listen, we got a good piece coming out from a Wednesday rant before Carson got hurt about curses ending and the way they end in weird ways. We got that coming up with a little timeline. It's gonna be good.
Nice.
It's gonna be a good little piece. It's gonna be a little audio piece of just how it really ends, because that's how it does. It ends when you're up against it. You're done. At least to the national, you're done, and to local. It's crazy. It really is.
Like I said the other day, we're not trying to say we told you so, but we did.
Well, we did. Eric Free said, "Man, that was some Goodwill Hunting math right there."
Nice.
Michael DeAndre, time to pass the torch. Gina Rambo, I'm going to be playing on my couch wearing my Jerome Brown jersey.
Atta girl.
He would have been 52 on Sunday. He is correct. He will be 53, though, after kickoff.
Look at this.
Yep, and she said, 52 at kickoff. Yep.
Lane Johnson just tweeted at 9:51 p.m. Is it Sunday?
I
yet?
love it. Guys are ready, baby.
Nice.
Listen, it's been long. I think somebody said in the chat, can this get here already? It's been the longest week. Matt Palusis.
Matt Palusis.
Palusis, I was claim.
That's my guy.
Mike, you know my allegiances, but I'm pulling hard for you guys. Go get it. What's his allegiance?
He's actually born and raised in Pittsburgh, moved here.
Steelers guy?
Grew up here, moved
Steelers
back
guy.
to Pittsburgh. So he's a Steelers guy.
They blew the Pennsylvania Super Bowl.
But I will say this. This is the type of thing that Carson has brought us. And it's funny, because I was talking to somebody about this today. The whole thing, when Jeffrey Lurie stood at that podium and talked about emotional intelligence, and everybody kind of chuckled and was like, what's that? What's emotional intelligence? But then they go out and they get Doug, who, like everyone says, is like the most genuine guy they've ever played for. They go out and they get a quarterback like Carson, who, whether you believe in the faith part of it or not.
Pure guy.
Yeah, exactly. But he's a pure, genuine guy. And even if you don't agree with his faith and whatnot, he's cool with it. He just does his thing, you do your thing, and everybody's, kumbaya. Yeah. So they have
He cleaned it up.
Yeah. So they have like the whole emotional intelligence, and they're good people that go out there and they leave it on the field every Sunday. And that, I think, has drawn a lot of fans of other teams to root for this group. And especially now, with Nick coming in and being the underdog quarterback, I think that's intensified it even more.
Sam Nelson, I believe Lane Johnson's the best right tackle in football, just my opinion. I completely agree with you, Sam.
Bob Hartman, where are you? The Sixers lost.
Yeah, he threw it in there already.
116-108.
Unreal.
Awful. Brutal.
Terrible loss. Disgusting loss. That's a disgrace.
That's a bad
It
loss.
is a disgrace.
Rob Taramina, how are we going to stop Gronk? He's my biggest concern on offense for the Pats. Would you like to see him doubled? I think you're going to see a lot of Malcolm on him. And you might see bracket of Kendricks and Malcolm, but I think that's the direction Jim's going to go. I would assume. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. I think you'd have to.
I agree.
What else we have? Jamie Inners, just how crazy do you think Philly is going to be, win or lose? Well, win, it's going to be nuts. Lose, I don't think lose shouldn't be nuts.
It shouldn't be.
Lose shouldn't be nuts because
It shouldn't be.
your quarterback's still 25.
I said something earlier that it was going to be like Nick Foles was, he was going to get roasted if we didn't win this, but it shouldn't be. It's been an
You're playing with house money.
Season, who expected any of this really? Yeah. Even from the beginning of the season, like for real. It was Carson's second year, right?
Yep.
Yeah, second year, and we were 7-9. We had a lot of new pieces. And look where we are now. I mean,
it's building blocks.
For the record, Ja had 8 points in 14 minutes.
Oh,
Stauskas had 3 points in 18 minutes.
Killing us. They're killing us. Bob Hartman expecting a fast-paced offense from New England.
Nets.
Trying to keep that D-line rotation from happening. No, they definitely will, Bob. We talked about it earlier. And that's where I think we're talking about. We think the Eagles just have packages of guys that are going to stay on the field together, and that's how they do their rotation.
Even with the running backs, like how – that's a nice rotation he's got going.
Yeah. Oh, and Michael D'Angelo, rest in peace. Rasul Butler. Yeah, that's terrible.
That is terrible.
LaSalle grad.
Wow.
It's a shame. It's a shame him and his
What
wife.
the heck was that? Just an accident, or was he messing around?
Cali accident. That's
Yeah.
what it seems like.
Oof.
Just a Cali accident. He said.
Brutal.
So Bob Harmon said the weather is supposed to be nuts here Sunday evening and night. Might be a wet and wild celebration. No problem.
Is it really?
I don't care.
I don't mind
care
wet and wild.
what the weather is if we win. I do not care what the weather is when we win this football game. Weather is not concerning to me.
Will the poles be all greased up again, or will they'll just let the weather take care of that?
Just wet them. Let people stick to them.
Yeah.
It's funny because they were talking about that. Like, they have, like, some new secret formula that, like, is supposed to deter people from climbing the poles. And I'm, like, thinking to myself, like, what are they going to do? Paint the poles with some shit that if you touch it, it, like, starts burning your skin off or something like that?
Crazy.
Like, Frank's hot sauce? I don't know. Like, I mean, what are they going to put paint the poles with? But they're confident that it's going to keep people from climbing the poles.
Who knows what we'll
Put that
get.
shit on everything.
I do put that shit on everything.
Sam Nelson, if the Eagles win Sunday, is Doug on pace to be a better coach than Andy? He is. It's done.
Say on pace. It's a done
It's
deal.
over, Sammy. Gina Rambo
he
not
pa-
wishing injury on
passed him.
anybody, but as Gronkowski takes another hit, he will go out again. Yeah, I mean, I'm aiming if I'm Roddy McLeod, I'm taking a shot early, baby. I'm taking a shot early. I don't
Just make
care.
sure
It's bigger
clean.
than us.
Just make sure it's clean.
Eric Freed, skin the goat and grease the poles. Birds are going to bring this home. I like that one.
This is great. Foolish Demon says, I'll trade my 2 St. Louis Cardinals World Series titles and my first night in bed with a woman for his Super Bowl.
Anything.
That's-
I'll trade a lot of things.
That's dedication.
Foolish demon.
Bob Harmon said a lot of Eagles chances at the game in Brooklyn tonight for the Sixers. Well, that's cute.
There you go.
At least somebody showed the hell up.
Yeah, really.
The chance did because the team sure as hell didn't.
Yeah,
That's a disgrace.
That's a horrible
That's a
look.
disgrace.
Yeah.
Brian Colangelo, go in your office and run your head against the wall
That is
20
a
million
horrible,
times.
horrible-
You crumb.
Here you go. TTP Ballin says Joe had 29, Ben had 22, JJ had 20, but nobody could hit a shot in the fourth quarter and nobody played any D. Well, yeah, you give up that many points to the Nets.
Sounds like it.
Nobody's playing
You're
D.
not playing any D.
Chris Lyon says chain a dog at the bottom of the pole. That should work. Yeah, I'll keep him greasing.
There you go.
I love it, Lions.
I'll do that out front. I'll do that out front of my house. I'll chain both my dogs.
I think they'll walk off.
The dogs, off the leash. They're off the leash. It's a walk-off.
A lot of talk about desire and momentum and stuff like that in the YouTube chat.
Both teams have momentum, though. But
Yeah.
I agree with the desire. I'm going to go with the desire because when you win a bunch, sometimes you get the desire to win another one's tough. You have it, but it's tough to close it. So, but, I mean, I agree with the desire side, but hot at this time of the year doesn't play in for me. I mean, you're the two teams left standing out of your conference. You're the two best teams in the NFL. You're both hot, baby. You don't get there by accident. You don't get there by a fluke because you got to win 2 to get in,
I mean,
no matter what
if
the
you wanna
case
talk
is.
about a confidence level, I'm sure Brady probably has that over Nick right now.
Well, he should.
should.
Over everybody in the fucking world, Zeke.
Right, absolutely.
Shit.
Absolutely.
But shit, he has more than he
no
has a
way-
better feeling than Lombardi does.
In no way is Nick like backing down or
If he backed down, he'd be a pussy.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Smack him around, he'd back down. He'd drag him out in the streets of Philly. So just put him on a corner.
Jimmy Chunga said Dallas fans can't say shit at all if we win. Folks have been born, went through primary school, and graduated college since the last time Dallas won something meaningful.
See, don't go back either, because I don't go back.
No,
I
you
don't want them to talk about
can't
rings.
do that.
Nobody talk about anything. It's present day. Who's better, baby? Well, that's on paper. That's obvious. And that's how you go about it. That's how you handle your business
is.
with the rival. You don't go about what happened 30 freaking years ago or 28 years ago or Nate Newton with a freaking 17 pounds of weed in his trunk or Michael Irvin blowing lines at the Iguana Mirage, which is real goddamn fucking talk, okay? I mean, if you want to go back, let's go back.
Because we were there.
Yeah.
Not at the same time, but we were
We
there.
were there. Shante Carver took my hat off and threw it on the ground. I would kicked him in the balls.
Larry Allen was probably in there. Nate Newton.
Oh, Eric Williams was a Philly guy, but he was a problem.
Yeah, he was
They didn't. But that's what they wanted. They didn't have nice guys on their own line. They had savages. They had flat out drug dealing, 400-pound savages on their own line.
Bad boys.
Yeah, dude, you don't want to see in dark alleys.
Bad boys.
And listen, forget the dark, Zeke. You don't want to see him in an alley broad daylight with 400 people around. What, Rob? You said Tom.
We're
Tom
our
what?
best defense
I'm here,
around.
brother. I'm here. Eric Freeze, what running back do you think will have the bigger game, Blunt or A-Train? To me, LeGarrett's got a lot to shove up asses, right? I mean, they could have brought him back for a little bit of money. They didn't. He has a lot to shove up an ass.
You would think.
I would think.
Yeah.
Just like I think Chris Long, deep down has a little something, to the organization
Sure.
as a whole.
Now that's some revenge.
That is revenge.
That's some revenge I like.
Okay, Rob Taramini, he needs this from me, and I'm going to give the people what they ask for. So, I don't care, because I've given predictions for however many days.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to give another one,
I'm
and I'm going to give
27.
one Saturday on the HUD Super Bowl
27,
Roundtable
20.
show. I'm going to give one Sunday on Agree to Disagree. But I'm going to give the people on Wednesday night. Hey, they're here for a reason. They came in for a fucking reason, Zeke. And I'm going to give them what they came for. And I'm guaranteeing that we are on Broad Street on Wednesday. It's a stone cold lock. The dynasty ends. The GOAT is skinned. And it's the biggest celebration this country
Holy
has
shit.
ever seen. Guaranteeing it. 27,
Yo.
17, write it down, journal,
That's what I'm
notes
talking
on your iPad somewhere, put it in there.
Wow.
Let's go. Load the hell up, too.
Did you-
Load up.
Did you know any of this?
Huh?
I said, did you know any of
No,
it?
dude.
No, you didn't know.
But I told you it was going to happen.
You did say he
Chad Moe said
he
Jimmy
rough.
Johnson was the dealer. Yeah, he was probably slinging. He was definitely slinging. Bob Harden said, I can't wait to hop on Facebook Sunday night and see my news feed filled with grown men crying tears, joy
Oh
of
my
relief.
gosh.
And I'll be one of them. Listen, I'm going to cry like a baby. Let
I
me tell you
know.
something.
You
I
know
have
that's
never
gonna
seen
happen.
my father cry, okay? So the World Series,
Look,
being there was 2 games,
I-
I got to go with my mom the first night,
I hit
part
the-
1, my dad the second night, right? Okay? The second night, after they clinched in 08, Dad, tears.
Yo, definitely.
There you
Tears
go.
of joy,
Oh, yeah.
man. And there'll be
I'm telling
tears
you,
for me, too.
The little highlight videos that you can watch right now, I'm tearing up in them. I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? It's going to be waterworks.
Actually, good question here. Will this be the final Patriots Super Bowl appearance?
Yes.
Yes.
For Shady and
Put that in your notes,
their
too.
Belichick.
Put that in your notes,
It's
too,
their last
baby.
act.
Put that in your notes.
There's a new act in town.
Oh, brand new one.
But first, Nick's going to take a lick. Carson and Doug. But first, Nick is going to take a lick.
All right.
All right.
Big Dick Nick taking licks. How many licks of that lollipop? So we didn't talk about linebackers. We went defensive line.
Defensive line to me is the Birds. It's not even a
It's
question.
not even a question. Linebackers to me is the Eagles as well.
It's a lot closer though.
It's closer. but
If
it's still
Jordan,
the-
if Jordan Hicks was playing,
All
it's
right.
not even close.
It's not even close, but I think it's us with a slight advantage. And the secondary's tough because they're good back there. Malcolm Butler, Stephon Gilmore,
They're good.
Devin McCourty are legit. I'm actually
I'd give it
I'm
to
actually giving that to them. I'm
I ain't
giving
giving
the
it to them.
secondary to them.
Yeah.
They have Pro Bowlers. They have 3 Pro Bowl guys in their secondary. We have 1. That's a Pro Bowler. Jalen Mills is a Pro Bowl talent to me. You know what I mean? But
I give it to them too, but
we're a little suspect.
it's close.
it's I mean, yeah, it's close, and it's. I mean, I can't say it's a push because it's not. I mean, it is them, but it's almost like if
by a little bit.
if you look at it across the board, if you take their top 4 or 5 in the secondary and our top 4 or 5 in the secondary, it's literally like they're
Well,
here
yeah,
and we're here.
Oh, I'm not saying it's a
Exactly.
landslide.
Yeah,
I'm saying there's 3 proven Pro Bowl caliber players
no
back there.
question.
They have
It's
it,
disrespectful and I'll be a biased asshole
They're-
if I sat here and said that they don't have a slight advantage
but
there.
we're right there with them.
No, we're not far off,
We're-
but they're just more proven back there as a whole.
We're really solid back there, but yeah, they got us by a hair.
By here, yeah, not by a lot, but by a little bit.
sea hair.
Still can't believe the Sixers lost that game too.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
That's ridiculous.
So yeah, so we still to come away from that 2-1. Any way we
And the
slice it,
Flyers lost, I guess,
right? So you think about it, we came away from the whole situation with our pushes
Yeah,
4-2,
we have it.
correct? Yeah, we
Yeah.
came away with our
Yeah.
pushes
Yeah.
and everything in our position battles, 4-2 Eagles.
Yep.
Now, you go to a national one, that ain't coming away 4-2 Eagles. You know that,
Did
Zeke,
we-
man.
Did we do coaching?
No.
Not yet. We're getting there.
Oh, okay.
Let's go right.
All right.
Let's go right to the
I
coaching.
didn't know.
Who you giving? So Doug calls offensive
Well,
plays.
I
So let's go offensive coordinator. You going Doug Peterson or the Mighty Mouse over there.
You know what? There was a time when I was a big Josh McDaniels fan. Now, like, I'm kind of just, he's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, with the way that Doug has had to.
It's such a vanilla offense. It really is. But they march down the field. Like you know what I'm saying? Like nothing to get excited about.
Well, the way
can't be sold on because
the way that he's had to adjust from Carson to Nick and integrating Jay Ajayi and still keeping LeGarrette Blount's workload to where he's happy. Offensive coordinator. The combination of Doug and Frank Reich versus Josh McDaniels, I'm giving it to the Birds.
Yeah, I'm giving it to the Birds too. Defense, Schwartz, Patricia.
This is tough because I like Patricia a lot.
Patricia's good.
I give it to Schwartz.
To me, it's almost a push because, I mean, the Eagles' defense is playing out of their mind.
Patriots give up, though.
Well, if you look at them.
Like we're shut down.
Right, but if you look at them this season, they were pretty bad early in the season. And as the season has gone on, they've just gotten better and better and better.
No, they really have.
Yeah, they have.
So
they
it's,
really have.
I mean, if we're just looking at just a defensive coordinator and especially their ability to step up in big games, I mean, you look at what happened last year. They're losing 28-3, and they gave up what 3 more points the rest of the way.
Factor on our defense that we're not at home.
Nah.
Shouldn't be.
No, I mean, I think the defense clearly plays better at home, but I think the fact that it's a neutral site as opposed to a road game, that becomes kind of a wash.
Yeah, I'll give it to Patricia. So I'll give Doug offense, Patricia defense, and coaching. You know, dude, listen, he's gotten more out of less this year. And if we're going to go this year, I'm going to give it to Doug Peterson. For 1 year, 1 game. It's 1 game. It's not a body of work.
Right.
It's really not a body of work here. It's a 1-gamer.
If you're going season and 1 game, yes, I'll absolutely give it to Doug.
60 minutes.
Yes.
He's got to get 1.
Yes.
Sweeps chiming in. He said driving home. Greek freak in the house.
Nice.
Loving it. What up, Sweepsy? I got to get back over to the book here. Chrome says to answer the poll question, Foles throws 3 TDs. Love a Chrome, man. Did you guys hear it on John Cena doing the fight song? Yeah, brother, we heard it. Dion.
What the hell was that?
Well, because he's a Pats guy.
That was terrible.
Oh, this is a go on.
Mataraki, were you there?
I was, yeah.
I would have threw something at him.
Sammy Nelson says, he come right in the stands. Ron Artest, Steven Jackson. Sammy Nelson says, I feel Darby and Mills play with a huge chip on their shoulders. They definitely do. They definitely do.
Oh, no question.
Especially Mills. You kidding me?
So TTP Ballin is chiming in
What
now
up,
after having
Baldwin.
watched
I love that
the Sixers game.
The mess.
He's clearly not happy with the Sixers, but he says, my picks for player of the game are Clement, 2 touchdowns, Patrick Robinson with another pick 6. Small players always show up in big games. 28-17 Birds, my new prediction.
28-17 Birds?
Yep.
All right, so he's right with me.
Are we here converting people?
He's right with me then.
This is like therapy.
It is. It's what it is. We're sitting on a couch, a therapy session. You're here with your shrinks, and we talk you off ledges. We bring you back in, and
helps me a lot.
We take care of you. That's what we're here for. Eric Freeze, Mills is meek, no pun intended. Michael DeAndre, does anybody know Schwartz has faced Belichick before and what his stats are? Oh, probably not good.
Would Schwartz put a call out to Coughlin or something during this off time? Do you think, like, pick his brain for anything?
I think
what does Jim Schwartz do?
I think you have more of a chance of Andy or Doug reaching out to Andy
or Doug,
because Andy beat New England this year. I think you have more of a shot of Doug reaching out to Andy.
Though, you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But you have more of a shot of Doug reaching out to Andy to figure out some things that they could do offensively rather than Schwartz reaching out to anyone, because Schwartz is just going to do what he does and then have to adjust to their adjustments. A lot easier to get help from the outside for an offensive game plan than a defensive game plan.
I mean, and if you're watching film or whatever, you're gonna do what you see as successful, obviously.
Yeah, no question.
At the end goal, it's to put your players in that bad situation and for them to be able to make freaking plays.
Right.
Eric Freeze, I can't let the Pats get more than 14, 17 points. If we hold them there, the Birds can win this. Yeah, my number's 20.
I'm at 21, so we're right there.
Yeah, I mean, I think
27-20.
that's a fair, where I think first 1 to 20 can roll out of this with the Lombardi.
Sure. 21-20. Let's go.
Exactly.
Let's fucking go.
Look at the last time we
fucking
played.
goes
Will you be
right.
on Broad Street?
Huh?
Will you be on Broad
Hell
Street?
yeah,
that,
I'm be on
that
Broad
night?
Yeah, the whole week.
For a week.
The whole week. I'm like a homeless guy living there.
Come on, I got some great boxes.
You know some people? There's some connections down there. Sam Nelson, what do you think of Brett Favre speaking to the team on Saturday? I think it's great. I think it's great. Definitely is.
He wants to sell him some copper fit braces.
Probably
and
does.
Some precision razors, and then outfit them all in some Wrangler jeans and get him motivated. I'm good with that.
Bobby Hartman. This is a great one, right?
Yeah.
Does Bill reach out to Chip for some inside info on the RPOs?
I wouldn't doubt it for a second.
Nope, not a minute.
Especially because they're boys.
Yeah.
Would not doubt that for a second.
Sure.
Eric Freeze. Doug can't take any 2-minute offense advice from Andy. No, and he's done a great job.
Want to stick it to us, Chip Kelly?
You know what? It wouldn't even surprise me if Chip Kelly is in Minnesota right
Well,
now
I didn't
working
even
with
think
them.
I forgot all about that creep.
It could be.
It would not surprise me one iota.
No, it sucks is we loved him. We did. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Well,
yeah, that was awesome.
For a year, it was fantastic. Absolutely.
No, he sold it. Yeah, he sold it. He could sell a tank off a car lot for a year. He really could.
All right.
He really could. So, like 5 more minutes, boys.
Sure.
Yeah.
Call it a night.
Yeah. TTP Ballin says, "I'd love
great.
for them to hear another Kobe speech."
Yeah, whatever works, baby.
Yeah,
Whatever
what's
works.
his deal anyway?
Whatever works.
All of a sudden, he's all Philly.
Well,
Like,
he's always been Eagles.
Well, I guess I saw he had a McNabb jersey, so either he was rolling with a throwback or he's been.
No, he's
been riding
he's
since
a poser.
He's just, yeah.
He wants
He
because
is a poser.
he's always been.
I love Kobe.
He's always been Eagles, but he only surfaces when they're good.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting.
He
at.
got nothing for the Phillies or Flyers, though.
Right.
I was able to locate some info about Jim Schwartz defenses versus the Patriots.
Awesome, bring it out, buddy.
Yeah, overall, the Patriots are 4-2 against, either Schwartz led in a, defensive coordinator or as
Well,
a
it
head
was
coach.
Detroit a lot too,
Right.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
For
so
most of them,
Throw it out the window right fucking there.
actually, pardon that. No. Four of those 7 matchups was when he was defensive coordinator
Nothing
for Tennessee.
counts in Detroit.
Tennessee.
From
Yeah.
Detroit.
But one of those wins was in a meaningless Week 17, so really it's 3-2. Basically, the defenses averaged about 14-15 DVOA and given up on an average of about 297 to 325 yards, per game. So not that they've gotten shelled, but overall wins and losses, he's been on the opposite side.
Michael DeAndre, I hope you all know that the Eagles Nation will be in full force in Minnesota. Might be like a home game, LOL. Well, we'd love to take that one, won't we, boys?
Absolutely.
Because New England travels well, too. Fan base that always travels well.
Well, but here's the thing, though.
You're gonna have extra haters here.
Right, but what's happening, though, is on the aftermarket, basically any time one of these, like SeatGeek or StubHub or something, somebody publishes that Super Bowl ticket rates are dropping, there's a huge influx of fans from Philadelphia that buys in on tickets.
All those beer throwers are waiting to.
All right, but it's weird. They're actually kind of pricing the New England fans out.
Out of the market, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. It totally makes sense. All right, boys. So, final thoughts here. We'll have, the Eagles Super Bowl Roundtable show Saturday, 1 o'clock.
Try and check it out.
Agree, disagree. Pregame
I'll definitely
Sunday,
be for that.
12 o'clock, maybe 11:30.
Prediction:
27-20.
offensive, defensive player of the game.
Gonna go with Ajayi,
Okay,
and defensive is Fletcher Cox.
nice.
Nice.
All
Mike, I'll see you Saturday.
I'll do mine on Saturday.
I'll
Absolutely.
see you Saturday. Everybody knows mine. I gave
Awesome.
mine out. Thank you all
Thanks
for
everyone
listening.
that tuned in.
We'll see you Saturday and Sunday. We got a big
weekend.
week still coming and a big weekend. For another edition of Tom
Mike
AM
in the PM.
ATDRadio.com. We'd like to thank Gibson Mayer LLC, our certified public accountant. Make them yours. Helps make a Wednesday night possible. Thank you all for your comments. We love it. You make the show. Thank you, Zeke, man, for coming on,
man,
brother.
awesome.
Thank you, Robbie Pove on the 1s and 2s.
Join us Saturday.
Saturday, 1 o'clock, ATD Super Bowl Roundtable. Sunday, 12. We'll pregame.
And burn it.
And we're burning the jersey Sunday morning.
Oh, you know what? We were way under. We only had 2, I think, for the jersey.
Yeah, we were under.
We were way
All right.
under.
We were way under. Later, peeps. We love you.
Peace.
We out.